Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Westphal Athletic Awards ceremony will begin in 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Westphal Athletic Awards ceremony will begin in 2 minutes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Arizona Christian University Director of Athletics and Dean of Students, Dr. Pete Dreyer.
Well, all right. Well, good evening, and welcome to the 10th Annual Westphal Athletic Awards Ceremony. Yeah, you can clap for that. It's fun to visit with many of you out in the lobby. Very nicely decorated place out there, lots of interviews. Saw some interviews with some of our Westphal Award nominees, lots of pictures being taken, some fun display items, some refreshments, and the Brew Buddies were out there. The Brew Buddies coming to visit us tonight. Thank you, Brew Buddies, serving up drinks with some creative names. I don't know if you guys got to see some of those, but they came up with drinks for some of our Westphal nominees. And you know, I actually went and I talked with them beforehand, and I said, hey, I've got a few ideas for a couple drinks. I suggested, how about one of our soccer players, maybe like an Aiden Abbott or a Cami Mercado, can make something with a nice kick to it. They turned me down. Then I suggested a football drink. I said, hey, how about something like the Tyler Duncan or maybe the Coach Bowen? For some reason, they didn't want to tackle that one, so I kept going, though. I'm pretty persistent. I didn't stop. I said, well, how about a track and field drink? Maybe Courtney Bruner, maybe a Brandon Erickson. Apparently too many hurdles to make that work, so, back to the drawing board, I guess. Anyways, the purpose of tonight is to celebrate our student athletes, to show appreciation to our student athletes, and to demonstrate our love, care, and pride in what you mean to the Firestorm family. You all had quite a year. Some of the highlights as we look back, we're going to see a lot of them throughout the night tonight. Men's soccer winning their first regular season conference championship this year. Yeah. Firestorm football team earning the right to be the #1 team in the conference and a football playoff berth. Way to go. The ACU dance team headed off to nationals in Anaheim and took second place. Well done, ACU Dance. I know where they're sitting. And after a third straight GSAC championship, ACU was awarded the opportunity to host the first and second round of the NAIA National Tournament in our beloved Event Center, which they won and moved on to Kansas City. Way to go, ACU men's basketball. And we played our very first Firestorm lacrosse match this year, winning 13-7. Yeah, at home in front of family, friends, and a number of our lacrosse supporters. There's so many different things this year that we can celebrate, and we will throughout the rest of the evening. We celebrated success in a variety of ways. I'm going to read off to you a few stats here. 94 all-conference scholar athletes. Way to go. 14 teams recognized as NAIA Scholar Teams. I'm going to go fast so you don't feel the weirdness to have to clap or not. 5 academic All-Americans, 29 and counting all-conference selections, 22 Conference Players of the Week, 3 conference championships, and 4 NAIA All-Americans, and the list continues. Congratulations. As a result, our nomination pool for the Westphal Awards was our largest pool that we've ever had. That's a great thing. More people participated in the nominations than ever before, and we received more nominations than we've ever had in the 10-year history of the event. Getting the nominations down to just a few for each category was not an easy process. The nominations and awards were finally narrowed down and selected by an impartial committee of individuals that love Firestorm athletics. Just being nominated for an award tonight is an accomplishment, and I hope that you feel proud and honored to be recognized in that way. With that said, some of you that have been here before, you'll notice that we have a few changes this evening. We have a new recognition category called our Champions of Faith. That's a nice little adjustment from the previous Male and Female Faith Award, and you'll see that later this evening. We'll also be voting on an award tonight, voting on the best play. We've got all of the plays lined up. You'll see them in a video, and you will vote live, and we will announce the winner almost immediately. And as this is the 10th Westphal Athletic Awards, we'll take a look back at 10 years and some of the winners from the past. The card that you were handed as you walked in has a little QR code on it. That QR code takes you to our digital program. So if you'd like to follow along, see the nominations, or just check back with it later, please use that QR code. Also, there's a little note at the bottom that talks about the Wi-Fi in here. Now, since we are going to vote on the best play, we want to make sure you guys have a chance to do that. But please note that the password for the guest Wi-Fi is Haven5902. It's on your card, but it is case sensitive. The card shows it in all caps. Just the first letter should be capitalized. But that will be coming later. And finally, on the back of your card is a bio of Paul Westphal, for whom this event is named. And you will hear more about him and his impact on not only this night, but ACU athletics later this evening. Well, we have a lot to get to. So before we bring up our first presenter for the awards, let's commit this time of celebration to the Lord and give thanks for his blessing over our night together. Let's open in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are grateful for the opportunity to give you the glory for the accomplishments of this past year for the Firestorm. Thank you, Jesus, for how you lead in our lives and how you lead at this wonderful university. God, you are in first place in our lives. And while we enjoy the opportunities for competition, we ultimately give you the glory for any honor or reward that we receive because you have blessed us with these talents and abilities. And we know how you have worked in our lives through creation, the work of your Son on the cross, and by the power of your Holy Spirit. We commit tonight to you and to you alone, and all God Firestorm say, amen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the Female Firestarter Award and the Male Firestarter Award, please welcome to the stage Dynamic Strength Training Director of Athletic Performance, Rick Gannon.
Thank you, guys. It's great to see you all here tonight. For the Female Firestarter Award, the Female Firestarter recognizes the female student athlete seen as the hardest working student athlete in terms of physical preparation for competition. This can include weight room preparation, conditioning, and any and all other components regarding their intentional, individual commitment to preparing for competition. The nominees for Female Firestarter are
Haley Brown, beach volleyball. Claire Buckley, softball. Rachel Clark, soccer. Carla Grovelar, tennis. Reagan Henry, basketball.
And the award goes to Reagan Henry, women's basketball.
Reagan has been a model athlete in terms of preparation for her sport. In the weight room, she quickly became the leader of the women's basketball team. She is usually the first girl at weights and is set up ready to go. Her coaches, teammates, she can be heard cheering them on during weights. Reagan is an excellent motivator when she is on the court or on the bench. She pushes her teammates to be better and is very loud and encouraging to them. She keeps the energy up and is always competing with 100% effort. Ladies and gentlemen, Reagan Henry.
Can they hear me up here? Oh. Okay, hi everybody. Thank you so much, and thank you to my team and for them supporting me and everybody who was nominated. Congratulations. This is pretty cool. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Yeah.
Good. Great.
Thank you.
Congrats, Reagan. And the nominees for Male Firestarter are
Micah Blackwell, basketball. Carlo Castanaro, wrestling. Nate Mayfield, volleyball. Moses Smith, football. Marcus Titi Ali'i, baseball.
And the award goes to Moses Smith, football.
After arriving at ACU in the fall, he has been locked in from day one. Needing to gain weight to play defensive line, he worked with DST on how much food to eat, including taking pictures of his meals. Anytime he weighed in and did not gain weight, the DST staff jokingly referred to him as Little Dude. Moses is very competitive in the weight room and can lift with the strongest of athletes. His energy and passion can be seen by anyone in the weight room. His positive attitude wears off on others in the weight room, at practice, and on game day. Ladies and gentlemen, Moses Smith.
First and foremost, I want to give all my thanks to Lord up above. And, I wouldn't be here in this position if it wasn't for him. And I just want to give a special shout out to my coaches over there for recruiting me to come back over here. I decided not to come over here a couple years ago, and I regret that decision to this day. But I'm here now. Thank you guys for being so supportive, and glad to be here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to present breakthrough performance, representing women's soccer, Jadesha Wahilia, and men's soccer, Tiago Suarez.
Ready? Hi guys, how are you doing tonight? Good? You guys look beautiful.
All right, so the award of Breakthrough Performance of the Year recognizes an athlete or team that is said to have made the best or most significant breakthrough this season.
The nominees for the Breakthrough Performance are
Deandra Backus, women's tennis. Lauren Gunn, women's basketball. Paul Hayden, men's basketball. Caden Martin, wrestling. Moses Smith, football.
All right. And the award goes to Paul Hayden.
After 2 years as a role player coming off the bench, Paul Hayden started every game he played in the 2022-23 season. He also earned third-team NAIA All-American honors. The guard was second on the Firestorm team with 12.4 points per game while shooting 48% from the three-point line.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Hayden.
I first want to thank God for blessing me with these talents, and then a huge thank you to my fiance, who I'm going to marry in 13 days. She is the most amazing, most beautiful girl I could ever ask for. And I want to thank my teammates and my coaches and the entire people behind the scenes, our trainers, our managers who have helped our team succeed, and then I'm just being a byproduct of that. So I want to give all of the thanks to them. So it's a huge encouragement and an honor to receive this and be amongst all the other nominees. So I just want to say thank you.
Presenting record-breaking performance, representing women's swimming, Sarah Stubblefield, and men's swimming, Alec Balsadua.
Man, Sarah, it seems like we were just here only this week.
It's like we were here 10 minutes ago.
That's a Cinderella reference.
You know what? It really is a lovely night, isn't it?
It's another one. It's another Cinderella reference as the show is here all week.
I could practically lose my shoe.
Yeah, sorry, this was bad a long time ago. This is terrible. Yeah, Cinderella reference musical. we're theater people. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
And now, back to your regular scheduled program.
The award for record-breaking performance recognizes the athlete or team whose performance statistically set the record in regards to athletic performance. The nominees for record-breaking performance are
Claire Buckley, softball. Chris Beck, men's volleyball. Brandon Erickson, men's cross country and track and field. Nestor Higuera, football. Justin Ramirez, baseball.
And the award goes to Justin Ramirez.
During the 2023 season, Justin Ramirez has broken 13 records in the ACU career record book. Games played, games started, at-bats, runs scored, hits, doubles, triples, RBIs, total bases, walks, sacrifice flies, steals, and stolen base attempts now all belong to the ACU center fielder. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Ramirez.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank my teammates and family for just pushing me to be the man I am today. And just thank you to my mom for sacrificing everything. Without her, I wouldn't be in this position right now. And it's just such an honor to hold all those records. And if just one thing that I've learned over the years is just always be yourself. And just, unless you can be a Jaguar, then just be a Jaguar.
Presenting Best Game, representing women's and beach volleyball, Katie Shockey, and men's soccer, Sebastian Nicula.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Sebastian Nicula.
And I'm Katie Shockey.
And we're here to present the tallest, best-looking athletes at ACU, men's and women's. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
We already won that one. Anyway.
Best Game.
Best Game Award. We're here to present the Best Game Award. The award for the best game recognizes the athlete or team who had the most impressive performance in a single game. The nominees for the best game are
Chris Beck, men's volleyball. Dennis Flowers III, men's basketball. Nestor Higuera, football. Cami Mercado, women's soccer. Jonas Wong, men's tennis.
And the winner of Best Game is Chris Beck.
Facing the #1 team in the NAIA, Chris Beck delivered an ACU single-match record of 28 kills against Vanguard in just 3 sets. The opposite hitter hit .440 while hammering out 9.3 kills per set. He added 8 digs and 3 blocks as the Firestorm upset the top-ranked Lions. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Beck.
First, I want to thank God for the award. Secondly, my wife, mom, my dad, my family for all the support, and I want to thank the boys on the volleyball team. Couldn't be done without you. Let's go. This is your guys' award. Thank you.
Presenting Best Come-From-Behind Performance, representing Stunt, Leanne Gardner, and Beach Volleyball, Sydney Shaw.
Leanna, don't you love a good come-from-behind performance?
Yes, like when your favorite contestant on The Bachelor is behind and he makes it to hometown finals.
Exactly. Or like Rihanna's halftime Super Bowl performance.
Yes. Or like the Best Come From Behind Performance Award. The award for Best Come From Behind Performance recognizes the athlete or team with the best come from behind win during their season.
And the nominees for Best Come From Behind Performance are
Baseball. Football. Men's soccer. Men's tennis. Women's soccer.
And the award goes to football.
Trailing 24-9 at halftime to number 7 OUAZ. The Firestorm fought back to outscore the Spirit 31-14 in the second half. A safety in the fourth quarter gave ACU their first lead of the game at 33-31. The win catapulted Arizona Christian back into conference championship contention. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Bowen and the football team.
Thank you for the award. Our team thanks you. I'll let them talk for a second. It's always nice when you can beat your rival. It's always nice when you beat them 2 out of 3 years. And it's always nice when you hang 31 on them to come from behind. So thank you very much.
So honestly, just going back to this year, we started off pretty rough, and what really helped us is, first of all, believing in God, believing in our core values, and really taking it seriously, and that helped turn our performance around, and that was the only way we could come back in this game.
Presenting comeback athlete. Please welcome to the stage Associate Head Athletic Trainer Megan Vetter and representing softball Joelle Dowdy.
Hi everyone, I'm Joelle Dowdy, also referred to as Crutches, or the athletic trainers like to call me Crippled.
I'm Megan Vetter, and Joelle, you don't have your crutches today.
I know, it's first day without them.
Oh, it's because of all that hard work you've been putting in the athletic training room, just like some of these athletes in this category.
The award for Comeback Athlete of the Year recognizes the athlete that faced adversity and come back to compete and did not allow their adversity to be a hindrance in his or her athletic career. The nominees for Comeback Athlete are
Taylor Alto, softball. Neely Bell, softball. Dennis Flowers III, men's basketball. Brittany Hennig, women's volleyball. Carly Rymat, women's swimming.
And the award goes to Taylor Alto.
During the 2022 season, Taylor suffered a back injury that required surgery in the summer. After easing back into action during the fall, she has come back in the spring at full bore to play in all 46 games this season for the Firestorm. Her disregard for her body while playing third base has saved ACU many runs. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Alto.
There's so many people.
I just want to thank God and my family and my friends and my team. That's all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Associate Athletic Director Keith Baker.
Good evening. As we pause for just a moment in the start of our awards program, it's only appropriate that with the celebration this year of the 10th anniversary of the Westphal Awards program, that maybe we stop to reflect a little bit about the man whose name is on this awards program. Now, granted, there is an award at the end of the program that is the Westphal Award, and we're going to hear a little bit more about that here in just a moment. But in terms of knowing what the entire awards program is, for a person in my generation, if you said the name Paul Westphal, pretty much everybody would know, that knows anything about sports, would know who that was. But I understand that as time goes on, sometimes reminders need to be made with respect to the significance that some people played with respect to their specific sport and how they went about things. So one of the things I wanted to share with you is perhaps just a little bit of history. And if you would bear with me for just a moment. Paul Westphal was a basketball player and ultimately a basketball coach as well. In fact, he was the National High School Player of the Year at Aviation High School in Redondo Beach, California, back in 1968. He followed his high school by playing at the University of Southern California, ultimately becoming a team captain, winning multiple all-conference awards in his the Pac-12 conference, and took his team to an unbelievable record in his senior year, but in those days, not everybody got to go to the national tournament. And so a 25-2 team was second to UCLA, and they didn't even get to go to the big dance at the NCAA tournament. His number 25 that he wore at USC was retired, and in 1972, he was a first-round pick, the 10th overall selection in the NBA draft of the Boston Celtics. He became an NBA champion with the Celtics in 1974, and ultimately in his NBA career, he won 5 consecutive NBA All-Star appearances. He was a 3-time first-team All-NBA player, a 2-time second-team All-NBA player. He was the NBA's Comeback Player of the Year in 1983, and his number 44 was retired by our own Phoenix Suns, and he now sits in the Ring of Honor for the Suns at the arena downtown. But what do you do when you stop playing? Well, Paul naturally turned to coaching. In fact, he was pretty much a coach on the floor when he played. But he didn't start at the top. In fact, after sitting out a year after his retirement from playing, he showed up at a small school called Southwestern Baptist Bible College. If you don't recognize that name, that was the school that ultimately became Southwestern College and then Arizona Christian University. He coached that team in 1985-86 to a 21-9 record, and at that time they were affiliated with an organization called the National Little College Athletic Association, and they went to the national tournament. He migrated across town at Grand Canyon College, and that's where I met Paul, because that's where I was working at the time as an assistant AD and a sports information director, and I got to watch him for 2 years at Grand Canyon lead us into the finals of the district tournament at that time, which would be one step away from the national tournament, and then the succeeding year going back to Kansas City and winning the NAIA National Championship. But he didn't stay around long. There were other people calling, and those other people were the Phoenix Suns. He went to become an assistant coach, really a head coach in waiting with the Suns, and he stayed there for a few years before being named the head coach of the Suns. Ultimately, in his coaching career, or in his playing and coaching career in professional basketball, he spent 12 seasons as an NBA player, 10 seasons as an NBA head coach, and additionally, he had 8 seasons as a collegiate head coach and another 8 seasons as an NBA assistant or executive. So for 4 decades in basketball, many of those years at the highest level of play and competitiveness humanly possible on our planet, he played, he coached, yet he was deeply committed to something else, something that mattered more than points, more than wins, more than championships. And those were the things that I knew about him from experience because I saw how he played as a player. I saw how he coached as a coach. I saw the results of those efforts. But even Paul admitted that there were things bigger and better than that. You see, he was committed to the same things that ACU has committed to now, namely faith, influence, relationship, and excellence. And so he was a lifetime friend of Arizona Christian University, coming back to help the school in times of need, serving on the board of directors of the school, helping out to help support and raise funds for the athletics programs as well as the institution overall. Our communications department, J.D. Hamby in specifics, put together a little information that's going to relay some interview aspects of former Westphal award winners, our ultimate award that we present tonight. And so you're going to see that in just a moment, but also a few words from Paul that are included in that. So I hope you enjoy the opportunity for me to share a little bit. As I worked with Paul for the brief time that I did, I was never amazed at how much fun he had, how hard he competed, and how much he loved the Lord. Please watch the video screen.
Hey Firestone family. My name is Brett Wagner, and I'm the 2022 recipient of the Westphal Award.
Brett Wagner!
The Westphal Award ceremony is an awesome night to be able to come together and celebrate many achievements of ACU student athletes. Now it goes without saying that Paul was an incredible player and coach at the NBA level. But what was most important is that he was an incredible teammate to others.
The highest award in the Westphal Athletic Awards. He wanted it to be an award for the best teammate. Someone who made everyone around him or better on the court or the field or off of it. Someone who was reliable, consistent, and focused on helping the team be successful more than individual glory.
Another season always came with a new challenge. There'd always be another championship to try for, and therefore, there's no ultimate victory in sports. My parents taught me that when they taught me about the true nature of life. Following Jesus, I chose to give my life to Jesus. Understanding whatever happens on earth is only a prelude to eternity.
Being able to share this legacy reminds me that even though my baseball career is over at ACU, I still have the amazing opportunity to be a teammate to those around, to love and serve them well. After the award ceremony last year, one of his past players came up to chronicle the life, and it was just amazing to see the impact that he had on his life. It showed me that no matter if you're a player or a coach, you have the awesome opportunity to be a teammate and serve others in so many ways, and it can be absolutely life changing. So I hope you guys hold on to this, and you guys enjoy the Westphal Award ceremony.
And I'm so thankful to receive this award for all of you. God bless you guys.
Presenting the Tim Reed Service Award. Please welcome to the stage, representing women's volleyball, Coach Micah Briscoe, and representing softball, Claire Buckley.
Well, I hope you guys are having a great evening so far. So fun to be able to honor the name of Paul Westphal, and like suit, we're going to be giving out the Tim Reed Service Award here in a moment, another name worth honoring. And unfortunately, Tim was not able to be here today to present this award as he normally would. So I presume that they asked me to fill in because they were looking for someone to go over their allotted time, start preaching a sermon, and share a few bad jokes. That being said, I will not be doing that. We're going to stick to the script here. But in all seriousness, Tim is quite an incredible person and totally worthy of the recognition of having this award named after him. This is a person, if you've known him for any amount of time, you know that he's the real deal, that he truly loves and cares for the students, the faculty, and staff that he's impacted for nearly 30 years now. And in my 7 years here now at Arizona Christian University, 6 years as the head coach, He truly has been servant leadership personified. Again, for those of you who've had the privilege to know him, he's served in both teaching capacities, counseling, and most recently as campus pastor, and also as well as a director of alumni engagement. He has wholeheartedly given his life to ministry and serving the Lord here at ACU. And I just think that it's very important for us just to remember that these seeds that have been sown through one life can have ripple effects that last across multiple generations. And this is someone who has, again, made sure that that has happened over the years. And Tim, if you happen to be watching this, bless you, buddy, and we're proud and praying. And so I share this all to say that those who have been considered for this award, you are true world changers, and ultimately you're following in some really big footsteps. So.
All right, the Tim Reed Service Award recognizes the athlete who went above and beyond to not only serve their team, but their community as well. The nominees for the Tim Reed Service Award are
Clinton Dowdy, Andrew Hurd, baseball, Taryn Carl, stunt, Sebastian Nikula, men's soccer, Taylor Sleitzman, softball.
And the award goes to Sebastian Nikula.
While leading Bible studies and serving others on a daily basis might be enough for this award by itself, one day separates Sebastian from the rest. On March 18th, he organized a charity soccer tournament for a local Christian foster care family ministry called Christian Family Care. To date, Sebastian's efforts have raised more than $2,500 for the ministry. Ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian Nikula.
Thank you guys so much. This is obviously an awesome award, and I'm honored to be even holding this up here. I had the pleasure and honor to know Tim while he was here and to kind of build a small relationship with him and the weight that this brings. And as Coach Micah was saying, like, he was an awesome man. If you guys don't know who he was, the weight that he brought on campus and the positive energy and the things he changed around, it just gives me honor to sit up here and hold this award. Thank you to obviously the guys right there in the middle, my family, my brother, mom and dad, and the coaches and staff. Everybody helps to bring this home, and of course I'm honored. Thank you guys.
Presenting the Don King Inspirational Award, please welcome presenters Dawn King and representing women's cross country and track and field, Courtney Bruner.
Hey, yeah, yeah, woohoo, yeah, way to go, yeah, now there, oh, there's cheering, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. I had so much fun at that volleyball game, you know, that just kind of squeaker we had with the men against Vanguard, you know, just 3 straight sets, and that was just fantastic. Now, that's not to lessen a lot of other things like the baseball team getting 3 home runs and 5 runs before the first out of the season. How about that? And basketball team being ranked #1 at the start of the season. Or as Jeff would say, got that bullseye on my back. But a great season for everybody there. Now, Courtney.
Yep.
What do you do in sports?
I just run, yeah.
You just kind of like this?
Yeah, a little faster though.
A little faster.
Yeah, not much though.
Now I understand that you also run hurdles.
Yes.
Okay, that's, by the way, that's got to be the slowest sport in the world. In high school, I decided that I would try out for the hurdles, And the part that really made it slow down for me, that gravel part I love, churn, 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 but getting down and crawling under those fences was what really drove me nuts. So I've got to ask you, Courtney, I looked at your times. You must have done it another way. How did you do it?
I think you're supposed to go over the fences. Yeah.
Over?
Uh-huh. Instead of under.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why it's so fast, you know.
Oh man, no, it wouldn't have helped me a bit. I probably just would have tripped a whole lot more. All right, you did a really good job on the chair there earlier, so I was going to work you up with a really good one here. But at this point now, I'm going to turn this over to Courtney, and she's going to make the real messages here.
All right. So the Don King Inspirational Award recognizes the athlete who is said to have been the best motivator of the team. They're the ones that inspire others to work harder and come together for a team's common goal. The nominees for the Don King Inspirational Award are
Dance. Leanne Gardner, stunt. Dominic Gonzalez, men's basketball. Mario Hanna, men's soccer. Reagan Henry, women's basketball.
And the award goes to Mario Hanna.
Hey!
The fifth-year senior displays constant energy for the team regardless of the circumstance, game scenario, or challenging situation. With a smile or a laugh, he is always pushing the guys around him to be better regardless of what he has on his plate. Said one teammate, Mario Hanna is the motivation for the men's soccer team, always positive and never not encouraging. Ladies and gentlemen, Mario Hanna.
First of all, I just want to thank God, obviously. Shout out to everybody that supported the soccer team this year. Thank you to my teammates, thank you to coaches. And I'm just glad that the soccer team is finally getting the honor we deserve. So yeah, thank you.
Presenting the Mike Lusardi Award. Welcome to the stage, Assistant Director of Student Engagement and the 2020 Westphal Award winner, Brett Smith, and representing baseball, Griffin Swan.
Mike Lusardi was a man that I learned a lot from. Some of my favorite memories of Mike Lusardi happened during batting practice, just shagging out in the outfield. He valued his players, he valued his coaches around him, and I saw the way that he valued his family by the few times he invited me over to watch football. And so now as I begin my coaching career, I try and model a lot of what I do after Coach Lusardi.
The Mike Lusardi Award recognizes the coach or staff member who best demonstrate the core values of Arizona Christian University. The nominees for the Mike Lusardi Award are
Brian Bell, cross-country and track and field assistant coach. Randy Chambers, transformation coach. J.D. Hamby, athletic communication. Ted, men's soccer head coach. Mike Mabin, softball head coach.
And the award goes to Mike Mabin.
The respect Coach Mabin has earned in just 2 years at AECU is evident by the 4 nominations received by his peers for the Outstanding Servant Leader. His commitment to creating excellence within his program is overshadowed by the importance of character and service he teaches to his team, as evident by their volunteering as a unit at all home football games. His availability to support other coaches with wisdom and prayer is constant. One nominator said, "His example as a coach, husband, father figure, and person is second to none." Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Maben.
This is a huge honor. I really appreciate getting to learn a little bit about Coach Lusardi and his commitment to servant leadership and being the core values of ACU. What a gift and what an honor to be a part of that. Our program had a coach very much like Mike in Coach Norm Mueller, who passed away last year and was part of our program. And very much want to take a moment to honor him and recognize that he was a gift to ACU as well. And for all these coaches that do this is the core values that we represent here at ACU. And that really means something. And so I've had the gift of being able to be around Coach Bell and his heart for prayer and him praying for coaches in our coaches meetings. Coach Bell, I appreciate your heart and service and everything that you do. For JD, watching this video back here and what you've done for our programs to exemplify and show it. Yeah, give him a hand. Whoa. You've done an incredible job of hours and being able to really highlight the gifts of ACU and the transformation in ACU. Coach Krzyzewski, he didn't even say the name, so I don't feel bad that I'm not gonna say it right. So to see just all the enthusiasm in your players out there, we're in a spring season, you're having soccer, and your players have such enthusiasm every day at practice, and it's an example of who you are and what you've done with that program. You do deserve highlighting, and what a great job that you've done. And Coach Chambers, at some point we all just know there's just going to be an award that's named after you. So these core values mean a lot, and you are a great example of that. So thank you for this gift and the opportunity to come and just honor those nominees today.
I'm Travis Turner, the campus pastor.
I'm Coach Chambers.
So you and I met about 10 years ago when you were being recruited to come here to Arizona with FCA, and I'll never forget the day we met. There was an incredible kindred spirit between us about being husbands and fathers and loving athletes. Can you believe we get to do what we do, my friend?
Yeah, it's fitting for me, to be honest, because we're presenting champions of faith. And that's what you've been in my life. You've been a champion for our marriage. God used you and your bride to bring healing into our marriage. And you were a champion for my ministry at one point. And being able to help me through some adversity that I was facing in ministry. But we've both just been so like-minded and passionate about the solid ground of ACU, right? It's so cool to have that in common with you. That's something that we've always had congruence about.
Isn't it amazing we get to be together and do this and work with some of the most amazing kids I've ever met in my life? And so we get this list, this Champions of Faith list, and they want us to try to pick one of these kids, man. I'm like, seriously? Man, and how did you feel when you got the list?
Well, I felt two things, right? So the first thing I thought was they're going to need to be tested for PEDs, right? Performance enhancing doctrine.
There you
right?
go.
Because
There
they are so filled with the Spirit and passionate about Jesus. And then the second thing was, how are we ever going to pick one winner out of a group of such faithful student athletes?
Yeah, I felt like I was going to have to choose from one of my own kids. So unlike past years, we decided to recognize a group of 10 athletes who truly represent a Christ focus in all areas of their lives. These nominees reflect the testimony of daily living for Jesus and competing for the cross.
Yeah, what's so exciting is that the entire campus voted for them, right? We've had coaches, staff, their peers, everyone was involved in picking these athletes. So we'd like for the nominees to join us on the stage.
The nominees are Renee Bailey, women's swimming. Casey Brown, women's basketball. Joelle Dowdy, softball. Trevor Downey, wrestling. Paul Hayden, men's basketball. Sophia Higuera, women's golf. Braden Matthews, lacrosse. Alexandra Mahalo, cheer. Jalen Mitchell, football. Griffin Swan, baseball. Here are some of the phrases mentioned in nominations for the Champions of Faith. Ultimate athlete setting a Christ-like example. Member of the Leadership Council. Brings teammates back to Christ in times of doubt. Pursues Christ daily, which is evident in athletic events. Transported several teammates to Sunday church service. Member of FCA. Models Christ by taking on the nature of a servant. Preaches in chapel. Leads weekly Bible studies for athletes and non-athletes. True faith leader. Led team and opponent chapels. Mentor to many students at ACU. Hurt most of the season, but helps teammates who were hurting physically, mentally, and spiritually. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Champions of Faith, Joelle Dowdy.
Hi everyone, I am so honored to give an acceptance speech on behalf of all these amazing young athletes. And I just want to say what I've learned throughout this year is that no matter your circumstance, whether you're a starter, non-starter, if you're not able to travel, if you've been hurt all season like me, that the Lord is still your identity. And I just want you to remember that this sport that you're playing right now is just for a small period of your time of your life. But your relationship with the Lord is for eternity. And I just want to remind you that therefore, no matter what season of life you're in, God can use you in miraculous ways. So let him.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this Assistant Sports Information Director, J.D. Hamby.
Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody is having such a good time, sincerely. On behalf of the entire athletic staff, I just wanted to thank you all for coming. You all look amazing. I hope you're all having a great time, and thank you for everybody watching online, too. Quick shout out to my parents who are watching online from Wyoming. Thank you, guys. So, one thing we like to do to kind of increase the audience engagement is a live voting award. If you'll remember, 2 years ago, we all voted on the best uniform, and last year we voted on the best team picture. This year we're going to mix it up. You guys are going to vote for the best play. So if you all wanted to take out your cell phones, we're all going to type in a link together. We're going to go to the website so we can vote on the award, and that link is pollev.com/JDHamby752. One more time, that's pollev.com/JDHamby752. A short video is going to play behind me with all of the clips from the best plays, and that link will be on the screen the entire time. That video will be about 2 minutes where you'll have time to vote, and then we will find out the winner shortly after. one more time, that's pollev, pollev.com/JDHamby752. So without further ado, the nominees for Best Play are
Santiago Ballesteros, men's soccer, bicycle kick against Hope International University. Daniel Durazo, baseball, walk-off hit against number 8, St. Thomas. Trent Hudgens, men's basketball, game-winning layup against OUAZ.
Score! Trent Hudgens with the best, 8.1 seconds to go. To the far side, Benningham is on the
Jaden Miles, softball, home run robbery against SDCC. Martin Thomas, men's tennis. Match-winning point against Menlo. Riley Tucker, football, interception to seal the win over Langston.
3 seconds to go. Girl might have jumped offside. Here comes the pass. The pass picked off by Who else? He slides down. Riley Tucker seals the deal. His 19th career interception. And ACU is going to win the football game.
Presenting Best Play, representing women's golf, Sophia Higuera, and men's golf, Spencer Badenheisen.
How's it going, y'all? I'm Spence.
And I'm Soph.
And some of those plays, give them a round of applause for those. You know, good thing that PA system started working. I thought I was going to have to come up here and be the manual PA system. Welcome to the stage, Sophia Higuera and Spencer. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, go ahead and keep voting. The polls are going to close here pretty soon.
Yeah.
We're good? Okay, yeah, well, sorry, the polls are closed. So the award for the best play, this recognizes the team or athlete that had the most memorable moment captured on camera through the 2022 and 2023 season. And the award goes to?
No.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta say that part.
My fault. You've seen now and you voted for our winner here tonight. And so the best player award goes to?
Daniel Durazo.
Daniel Durazo, baseball, tied at 3-3 in the ninth. Durazo sent a bases-loaded single into right center field gap for the walk-off win against number 8, St. Thomas University. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Durazo.
Thank you for voting. Just want to give a shout out to my teammates, my coaches, and especially my family. Love you guys, thank you.
And now presenting Best Team, representing softball, Caitlin Anderson, and representing women's volleyball, Emmy Jacobus.
As cool as the individual awards are, we all know it takes a team to win a championship.
We are here to present the Best Team Award, The Best Team Award recognizes the team that had the best overall performance during the 2022 through 2023 season.
The nominees for Best Team are
Football. Men's basketball. Men's golf. Men's soccer. Women's cross country.
And the award goes to
Men's basketball.
Ranked in the top 5 of the NAIA all season, men's basketball won their 3rd straight GSAC regular season championship. The Firestorm posted an 81.8% winning percentage after advancing to the quarterfinals of the NAIA championships. Coach Jeff Rutter surpassed 250 wins at ACU and in his head coaching career during the season. Ladies and gentlemen, men's basketball.
Wanted to, Coach Rutter couldn't be with us tonight, so we wanted to accept this for him. And quoting him, he always starts the prayer with, "Thanks God for loving us," every time. And so we're very thankful for these guys and everything that they were able to do. They put the work in on and off the court, and we're very proud of them. So thank you.
Yeah, we have a great team. Congrats to all the other nominees. Heck of a season for everyone. Really blessed to be a part of a group of these guys, being led by a great coach, great assistant coaches, Coach Chambers, who's led us through so many great team devotions. Yeah, we've had a great team, created a lot of great memories. Thank you all.
And now presenting Female Athlete of the Year, representing football, Will Chambers and Nestor Higuera.
Hey, Will. Yes, that's my dad, Manny. I didn't think you could see over the podium. Anyways, the award for Female Athlete of the Year recognizes the female athlete that is said to have had the best overall performance of the year. The nominees for Female Athlete of the Year are
Alyssa Alvarez, basketball. Claire Buckley, softball. Ariz Duarte, cross country and track and field. Ava Guro, swimming. Cami Mercado, soccer.
And the award goes to Claire Buckley.
With 2 games remaining in the regular season, Claire tops the GSAC with 59 hits, 18 doubles, 40 runs scored, 42 RBIs, and 116 assists. She ranks in the top 5 in 3 other categories. The 2-time reigning all GSAC Gold Glove shortstop is the driving force of AECU softball. In the classroom, she is a GSAC Scholar Athlete. Off the turf, she serves as the Athletics Leadership Chapel while representing AECU on Fellowship of Christian Athlete visits. Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Buckley.
First and foremost, I want to thank God and my family. My dad can't be here, but I miss you, love you. 2 years in a row, it's pretty crazy. I never imagined this would be possible. This school means everything to me. My team means everything to me. I wouldn't be here without you guys. The coaching staff that pushes me past what I think I can do and just allows me just to grow more than I ever imagined. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for this honor. I really appreciate it.
Presenting Male Athlete of the Year, representing women's soccer, Rachel Clark, and women's tennis, Kara Grobelar.
Hey everybody. So the award for Male Athlete of the Year recognizes the male athlete that is said to have the best performance of the year.
And the nominees of the Male Athlete of the Year are
Leona Sicolin, golf. Chris Beck, men's volleyball. Brandon Erickson, cross country and track and field. Paul Hayden, basketball. Justin Ramirez, baseball.
And the award goes to... It's blank.
Are you sure you gave us the right card? Because it's blank.
Gotcha!
And the award goes to Leonis Asifin.
The #1 ranked golfer in the NAIA qualified for the Monday qualifier of the Waste Management Open. Playing every match and round this season, Asicolin shot an ACU record 69.75 for the year. In 8 of his 9 matches, he has finished in the top 10 with 7 appearances in the top 5 and 4 first-place finishes. He shot a program best round of 65 at the Battle of Prim. Ladies and gentlemen, Leona Sicolin.
Testing. All right, sweet. I got a C in public speaking, so don't expect too much. First of all, I want to congratulate all the other nominees. They deserve this award just as much as I do. I want to congratulate all of the athletes at this school for representing in such a way that makes all of us, a part of Arizona Christian, proud to be members of the school. So, well done to all of you. I want to thank my teammates, my coaches. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. You guys make me the best player I could possibly be. They're not here, they're probably sleeping in England, but my mom, my dad, my brother, thanks for your support, and good luck in finals and the rest of your season.
Presenting the Westphal Award, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cindy Westphal and Arizona Christian University President Len Munsell.
All right, I'm looking for the award. Here it is. It was underneath all the discarded notes from everyone else. Well, what a great night this has been. What an opportunity to celebrate our student athletes at Arizona Christian University. We're grateful for all of you. I know a lot of hard work goes into making this event special for our students, and we really, really appreciate it. What a great job tonight by Keith Baker, sharing kind of the history of Paul Westphal and his commitment to the Lord first and foremost, and to this university. We're so grateful, Cindy, for your continued involvement at Arizona Christian University and belief in the mission of the school at ACU. You know, as you saw from the photographs, this is the 10th Westphal Award year, and for the first, I think it was 6 years that Paul was here, and he loved to give this award out. He loved to interact with all of you and encourage you. Paul loved the university, and he loved our students and our student athletes. And so he loved participating in this event. And of course, since he passed away, we're excited to be able to carry it on and also to remember him on this night as we look back at the amazing things that he accomplished. I wanted to recognize also Kim and Brenda Cates. And Kim, a friend of Paul's since elementary school, has been a dear friend of the Westphals. Grateful for your continued involvement here with the university as well. When we first came up with the idea for the Westphal Athletic Awards, the discussion was what attribute should be recognized. And Paul very much wanted it to be something that was important to him. And that was an award for the best teammate. Not necessarily the best player, not necessarily someone who's everything about their achievements was reflected in the statistics line, but somebody who was a great teammate. And he loved to tell the story of the time as a coach when he had a young man on the team show up late to take the bus to their game, and there were consequences for that. And I don't remember if it was having to run or there was some consequence to it. But Paul applied that same penalty to his roommate and essentially said, you weren't a good teammate today by not helping your roommate actually make it to the bus on time. So he really valued those that made others better. If you think about the words of Scripture, preferring others over ourselves is something that he placed great value in. And so it is a great honor to be nominated for this award and to receive this award for sure, and we're delighted to be able to present it tonight. This award recognizes the athlete that can be summed up as the best teammate. This athlete is a person of great character who always sought to put his or her team first. The nominees for the 2022-23 Westphal Award are
Claire Buckley, softball. Sebastian Nicola, men's soccer. Krista Peterson, women's volleyball. Taylor Schleisman, softball. Sarah Stubblefield, women's swimming. Sean Wallstrom, men's basketball.
Well, what an incredible bunch of nominees tonight. And the award tonight, really for the first time in the Westphal Award history, goes to two people, teammates, Claire Buckley and Taylor Schleisman.
For the first time in Westphal Awards history, we have co-Westphal Awards winners. Since becoming instant friends on their campus visit to ACU as seniors in high school, Buckley and Schleisman have been inseparable at rooting for everyone around them. One nomination for Schleisman stated that she is known for her caring, kind, team-first attitude, who is constantly checking on teammates to see how she can assist them even during school breaks. Nominations for Buckley stated she was equally excellent as a competitor and encourager. Another nomination added, even while breaking records, Buckley is encouraging her teammates to grow and compete at a higher level. Both go through life with a constant laugh or smile. Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Buckley and Taylor Schleisman.
Well, this is pretty cool. As everyone said, Claire and I have been best friends since senior year of high school. So this is just a full circle moment. But I want to thank my parents and Coach Maven and the team, and this wouldn't be possible without you guys, so thank you.
Yeah. Everyone around Taylor knows that she makes everyone around her a better person, and I've been blessed with that. And Yeah, it truly is just a full circle moment that we did not see coming at all, but we're very grateful for it. And just to be among all the other 10 winners is just an incredible honor, and we're really thankful that this school has brought us together and has brought just so many people to Christ, and just allowed us just to play for God and play with each other, and just allow us just to have a lot of fun and play free, thanks to Coach Chambers and all he's done for us. So just thank you so much, and thank you for this honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Director of Athletics and Dean of Students, Dr. Pete Dreyer.
Well, what a fun night. Yeah. Great job, everybody. We came in tonight with a purpose: to celebrate our student athletes, to show appreciation to our student athletes, to demonstrate our love, care, and pride in what you mean to the Firestorm family. And what a year it's been. You know, there's a lot of highlights that you see in the headlines, obviously a lot of the highlights that we shared even tonight, those on our websites, on the conference pages, but many of my favorite memories didn't make the headlines. These moments show me what the Firestorm family is all about. For that reason, I'd like to share with you some of the memories that stood out to me as I look back on 2022 and 23. So here we go. The Ring of Fire students loudly supporting our home football team in the first game of the year, with their faces painted, with signs, cheering loudly, spurring our team on. Seeing teams and coaches work together throughout the year, supporting each other. Wrestling and swim teaming up for workouts and devotions. Lacrosse taking on the challenge of beach volleyball. Softball supporting our football team by serving at home events. Coach Herring and the swim team hosting the Sean Wheeler Memorial Swim. And all the support from various teams, student athletes, and staff on that very special day in October. Seeing and hearing about the highlights from all the different preseason team retreats that happened throughout the year, and the intentionality behind those, designed by the coaches. I talked to one coach, read 7 books during the summer, and had 20 pages of notes in preparation for intentional time together with his team. I thought that was so cool. A night in October where we had soccer games going on the upper field, lacrosse down on the lower field, softball scrimmaging in the softball field, a basketball event in the event center, and our volleyball team competing in the FRC. I don't know who runs our schedule, but it was a busy night, but it was a fun night of activity on our campus. Visiting the men's soccer locker room after they were watching the final GSAC game of the season to determine who wins first place, and the right team won. And as I was high-fiving and giving hugs to Coach Jolly and Coach Krzyzewicki, I was listening to the men's soccer team belt out Sweet Caroline in joyous celebration. That was fun. Visiting with our NAI All-American men's volleyball player, Chris Beck, in the pavilion after Pastor Turner was cooking up hot dogs and hamburgers for our students, and hearing him speak about how much he enjoyed his teammates and his coaches, and how he felt that they were really on the brink of doing something special. And then a week later, they knocked off NAI's number 1 and number 4 teams in just a couple days. Receiving pictures and messages from Coach Randy Chambers after weekends where we celebrate baptism, altar calls, and people responding to the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Watching the World Cup in November and December throughout the campus, with many of our student athletes and athletic staff yelling at the TV for my teams to get it done, and repeatedly trying to explain offsides to many of our staff and other students. And I enjoyed that. Watching my 2 oldest children participate in our summer sports camps during the summer, hearing them speak about the joy that they had throughout the camp with the coaches and some of our student athletes. And after taking them to lunch on campus, repeatedly hearing that they think the Tower Grill is the best restaurant in the state of Arizona. Running into multiple alumni on campus one week in March. Randomly, 3 former Westphal Award winners I ran into in the same week. They came back to campus because they had a day off, and they wanted to see their coach and their professors, and they missed ACU. That was enjoyable. And walking into the tower, seeing Coach Brian Bell discipling student athletes over a meal frequently throughout the year, and hearing stories of transformation. Those are the things I remember. You can clap for that. I think that's a good. Well, it's been a fun year. We celebrate a great year. We look forward to rest, rejuvenation for a short time, then look forward to another great season next year. We'll continue to find ways to serve our mission through athletics, and we will continue to find ways to do it better than the year before. Many thank yous for tonight. Before we end, to President Munsell and his continued support of ACU athletics, thank you. Paul Westphal and the legacy that he has left and the impact on our student athletes for Jesus. To Cindy Westphal, thank you for blessing us with your presence this evening, and friends, and joining us in celebrating our student athletes, thank you. For the team that put on such a fun night, Keith Baker, Travis Armstrong, Emily Harris, Tim Gosen, Armand Jackson, our athletic training team support, and many other volunteers. And J.D. Hamby, tremendous job with our videos. Thank you for all your work. To the Haven Church staff, Pastor Andrew, Pastor Barry, this is a great place. Thank you for sharing it with us. Now, as I close and end our program, I want to remind you, we've got more desserts and drinks in the lobby. The Brew Buddies, I talked about them earlier. Remember, I gave them some ideas. They were bad ideas. They're still there. Get yourself something to drink, hang out, take some pictures. There's more spots for you to connect if you want an award or not. Your teammates are here, your coaches are here. Take a picture out in the lobby and hang out for a little bit with us. Be safe as you go from here this evening. Thank you for spending your time with us. Thank you for helping to celebrate our wonderful student athletes. Have a great evening. You guys are dismissed.
To Hennig, Schlossler, Tenny Jackson, puts it away, it's a kill, point ECU, match ECU.
ACU has a pin back. It's a run play. They line them up. I think they're going to get a safety. I don't think he got out. It's a safety. And ACU taking the lead 31. And they're going to get the football back. Here's Cammy. Strike for distance and a shot. Cammy with the hat trick.
What did I just say? I called it too.
Don't ever let her see the football team. Can't take it. Don't let her do it. But I can. Oh, good for it.
Oh wow, that should be the best shot I've hit in my life.
And Kiki Lee hits that one hard. He pimps that one. And that is it. And the last thing. Last. Yo.
to serve. It's the floater. It's an air. They go middle. It's hit out! JCU! Upset city, baby! JCU